Hey there, it's Perry with PapercraftingThreads. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'm so excited to share a pop-up easel card with a steampunk flair. So let's get started. I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock and I'm cutting it in half, 4 1/4 by 11. And then this piece I'm cutting at 1 1/2 inches. Okay, then I'm scoring at 5 1/2. And this piece I'm scoring at 1 inch, 2 inches, and 6 1/2 inches. And I also have this piece that I cut earlier that measures 4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Next, I'm going to do my stamping while it's flat, and I'm using the Gears and Textures stamp set. So early espresso ink for my first one. And stamp. Then I'm moving this up to about 5 1/4 at the bottom here, and double checking that the holes line up. And holding that in place, double checking. Pardon if my head is in the way of the camera. And then inking that again. And stamping. Then I'm moving this back down here into the corner. And cleaning off this other stamp. Then this one I'm going to use Real Red. And then I'm moving this to about there, I think. More Real Red. And stamping. Use my early espresso again. Stamp off. And then put some up here. Real Red. And I want some crumb cake. Cherry cobbler. I'm using crushed curry. Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I've also used the Gears and Textures dies. And I've already done all the die cutting because there was lots of it. This gear was cut from the Seasons of Elegance specialty paper. These 3, plus all of the screws, were cut from the earthen toned metallic foil. These 3 lamp holders are cut from basic black. And these 3 are cut from Very Vanilla. Normally, I would stamp an image first and then die cut it. But because I was doing all of this die cutting, I just kept going and die cut the Very Vanilla. And so now I'm stamping this on here. So to assemble a few things here. Okay, so I have this score line up here, that's 6.5. Fold that as a mountain fold, burnish. This next fold, this next score line here, fold and burnish, and make sure that it's squared up here. And then fold and burnish this last one. So it's mountain, valley, mountain. This one we fold in half. Make sure it's squared up there at the bottom. Burnish. And I'm applying liquid glue to the bottom ½ inch of this strip. And sliding that down here into the middle of my card. And I forgot to do something. Before I finish that, let's flatten this out. I forgot to draw my lines. So using some type of black thin liner, I'm using this pen here, the Copic Multiliner in 0.5. Going to draw a line from the top of the light bulb up to that score line. And then repeating here. Actually, let me do it this way. So I can use the guide here, the edge there, to eyeball it to see if it's straight. And then one more here. Now I can return to putting this together. So this is like that and like that. Then we'll flip it over and adhere this, again going about ½ inch up with my adhesive, and then lining that up. Okay, now we're ready to decorate. So grabbing one of the screws here. Reverse tweezers are like an extra hand. So applying just a dot of glue. And then applying this here. And while we're at it, we'll do the rest of these so we don't lose them. And then this, I'm leaving some of the die cuts in. Want the mini dimensional on the light. And that's okay that that one's covered a little bit, because once this is sitting up, it shows beautifully. And then this is my liner. And I forgot to do my crumb cake with the brush, just to give it a little more grunge. And there you have it, a pop-up easel card. Find written instructions over on my blog at... If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and thanks for watching. Bye!